Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Wimbledon now displays match outfits of Coco Gauff, Murray and Emma Raducanu at number 1 court. Threads of Greatness, the story behind Wimbledon's new display. The air around number 1 court at Wimbledon always holds a certain electric stillness, like the breath you hold just before the serve. It's the theater of comebacks, heartbreaks, and thunderous applause, where history is less a memory and more a living pulse. But now, something new adds to that heartbeat. A trio of mannequins under soft lights, clad in the very outfits worn by Coco Gauff, Murray, and Emma Raducanu during their most defining moments on this hallowed grass. It's not just clothing. It's not just a display. It's a shrine to modern legend. Stitch by stitch, a story woven. To the casual visitor, the display may seem understated. A white dress here, a pair of shoes there, maybe a monogram towel folded just so. But for those who really know tennis, each outfit whispers of something larger than the game. They're stitched not just with fabric, but with nerves, grit, and stories that unfold across sets and seasons. The leftmost mannequin wears Coco Gauff's 2019 Wimbledon debut outfit, a clean-cut Nike dress that fluttered like hope itself as she stunned the world by defeating Venus Williams at just 15 years old. Her braids had bounced with each stride, echoing the exuberance of youth, but backed by the poise of a veteran. That outfit isn't just a dress. It's the armor of a teenager who told the world, "I belong here." Next, in the center, stands the warrior, Murray. His 2013 outfit, worn the year he broke Britain's 77-year drought, is now frozen in time, drenched not in sweat but in symbolism. The white Fred Perry shirt and shorts, slightly crumpled, bear the ghost of the final point against Novak Djokovic. It's as if the fabric remembers the roar of center court, the heaving relief of a nation, the sheer emotional gravity of the win. You don't just look at it, you feel it. And then, Emma Raducanu's 2021 U.S. Open final outfit, displayed here perhaps unexpectedly, reminds us of Wimbledon's larger tapestry. She dazzled on these very lawns that same summer, reaching the 4th round as a wild card, setting the stage for her improbable slam just weeks later. Her dress, sleek, sharp, slightly rebellious in its minimalism, carries that rare aura of the unknown becoming unstoppable. It says, anything is possible. More than matches. The decision to enshrine these outfits at number 1 court is more than just curation. It's a conscious act of storytelling. Wimbledon has always been a keeper of time, a place where tradition is polished and served with strawberries and cream. But this display suggests something shifting, a recognition that history isn't just behind us, but happening right now. These outfits represent a modern generation redefining the game, says Eleanor Price, a longtime Wimbledon historian, her voice reverent yet excited. Each one speaks to a different kind of triumph: Coco's emergence, Andy's endurance, Emma's meteoric rise. They're not just players, they're archetypes of tennis itself. For young fans, especially those from underrepresented communities, seeing Gauff's dress framed in such esteem means something deeply personal. "I brought my daughter here just to see Coco's outfit," says Nadia Hassan, a visitor from Birmingham. She wears her hair the same way. When she saw it, she said, "That could be me." The ripple effect of representation isn't always measurable, but here, it's visible. And for Brits, Andy's outfit is near sacred. Tourists take selfies beside it, voices hushed, as though in a cathedral. For many, it represents the end of waiting, a confirmation that homegrown heroes still rise. Wimbledon, a living museum. Museums often feel like static spaces, where artifacts lie behind glass, divorced from their original context. But at Wimbledon, history breathes through the grass, through the old clocks ticking gently in the clubhouse, through the white uniforms that remained the tournament's sartorial decree. This new display adds another chapter, not a relic, but a living connection between past and present. There's something poetic about placing these outfits at number 1 court, often overshadowed by center court, but no less important. If center is where coronations happen, number 1 is where identities are forged. Gauff's breakthrough, Raducanu's first Wimbledon roar, and countless Murray matches, all found soil here. Perhaps that's the unspoken message. Greatness doesn't begin with trophies. It begins with moments. And moments live here. What clothes remember? It's easy to dismiss sports outfits as mere gear, functional, disposable. But in tennis, where players are alone on the court, where emotions can't be masked by helmets or teammates, their attire becomes an extension of the self. The wristband soaked with resolve. The shoe scuffed by a desperate slide. The collar tugged nervously before a serve. These outfits remember. They hold the echoes of rallies, the tension of tiebreaks, the tears in victory and loss. You might say clothes can't talk, but here they do. They say, I was there when Coco first stunned the world. I bore the weight of a nation with Andy. I felt the tremble of destiny with Emma. An invitation. As visitors gather around the display, selfies are taken, murmurs rise, and children gaze up with wide eyes. But the display doesn't just honor the three players. It invites you to imagine your place on the court, whether you're a budding athlete, a weekend warrior, or someone simply chasing a dream of your own. There's a powerful suggestion that greatness comes in many forms, and sometimes it begins in something as simple as putting on a uniform and stepping into the unknown. As Wimbledon balances its storied past with a dynamic present, the inclusion of these match outfits at #1 court serves as a quiet revolution, a shift toward embracing a more inclusive, evolving narrative. Because tennis, like history, is not just about the victors. It's about those brave enough to play. Epilogue, the display at dusk. In the quiet of a summer evening, when the last matches are done and the crowds thin out, the display at #1 court glows under soft lighting. The dresses and shirts seem to hover slightly, as if in mid-motion. A gentle breeze rustles the ivy. Somewhere, a lone tennis ball bounces once, then twice in the distance. And in that stillness, you realize, this isn't just a display. It's a conversation across time. From Coco to Billie Jean. From Andy to Fred Perry. From Emma to Virginia Wade. From them to you. Threads of triumph. The story told in fabric at #1 court. Wimbledon in July is always a symphony of tradition. The scent of strawberries and cream wafts in the air. The gentle hush of an expectant crowd just before a serve. The subtle rustle of white skirts and shirts brushing against the grass. But this year, something new has joined the chorus. A silent, powerful tribute at #1 court. No rackets. No grunts. No roars from the crowd. Just 3 mannequins, 3 stories. 3 lives woven into the fabric of tennis history. On display, the match outfits of Coco Gauff, Andy Murray, and Emma Raducanu. Mere clothes at first glance, but in these simple garments lives the pulse of modern Wimbledon. A stitch in time, Coco Gauff's rise. The mannequin bearing Coco Gauff's outfit stands proudly, her tennis whites crisp and uncreased, like the poise of a prodigy who refused to be daunted. It's the same outfit she wore in her breakout moment at Wimbledon 2019, when she was just 15 years old, the youngest player to ever qualify for the main draw. She wasn't expected to win. She wasn't even supposed to threaten the status quo. But she did more than win. She stunned. The ensemble reflects her spirit, youthful, yet grounded in tradition. Her white headband tied with quiet determination, a nod to the greats before her. There's still the faintest trace of grass stain at the hem, like a badge of battle, proof of effort. It whispers of the moment she defeated Venus Williams, the legend she once watched on TV. A young girl who became the future on the very court where she first believed it was possible. Visitors stand in front of her display, reading the accompanying placard with quiet reverence. They aren't just seeing Coco's outfit. They are witnessing the raw blueprint of audacity, the nerve it takes to believe you belong, even when the world hasn't caught up yet. The weight of legacy, Andy Murray's triumph and tenacity. To the right stands the outfit of Sir Andy Murray, draped on the mannequin with a kind of reserved strength, like the man himself. The white shirt slightly rumpled, as though it remembers the sweat it bore. The neckline stretched, just a little, from the strain of movement, of will, of fight. This is not just any match outfit. It's from his legendary 2013 Wimbledon win. The one that ended a 77-year British drought. The one that made center court shake not from applause, but from pure national catharsis. The display doesn't speak, but somehow it still echoes. Finally. Murray's shirt and shorts are simple, almost deliberately understated, like he always was. But you look closer, and there's the detail in the stitching, the tailor precision, a mirror to the sharp angles of his game, the double-handed backhand, the relentless defense, the intelligence in every rally. And below the glass, a quote etched in brass: "I'm going to win this. I've waited too long." The outfit is more than cotton and polyester. It's a testament to resilience, to a body rebuilt more than once, to a mind that fought battles far beyond the baseline. Children gaze up at the mannequin, and their parents explain, "He was our hope, and then he became our hero." The meteor and the mystery, Emma Raducanu's dazzling debut. On the far left, a more recent addition to the Museum of Moments, Emma Raducanu's match kit from Wimbledon 2021. The year she burst forth, not fully formed, but dazzling all the same, like a comet you didn't see coming but can't stop watching. Her outfit is modern, sleek, a subtle blend of tradition and youth. A pleated skirt with a slight contemporary cut, a visor perched neatly atop her mannequin's head, mirroring the calm that never quite betrayed the storm underneath. The white shirt, stitched with breathable panels, is light, like her footwork that summer. Raducanu's outfit is different not just because of its design, but because of what it represents: unpredictability. A wild card from nowhere, who danced through rounds with fearless clarity, making the fourth round before a sudden retirement. It was heartbreak, yes, but also an introduction. A first chapter. 2 months later, she would win the U.S. Open without dropping a set. But here at Wimbledon, the seed was planted. This outfit is the cocoon. The miracle was still unfolding. There's something poetic in its place at #1 court, between Gauff's early promise and Murray's fulfilled prophecy. Raducanu is still becoming, still weaving her thread into the grand tapestry.